Manly for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Manly gently removes unsightly nose hairs, and because Manly takes the hair from the root, you can go longer between trimmings. Manly's patented lift and yank action gently lifts and yanks the hair from the root. Manly's turbine rotary blades cast a gentle breeze over your face. Manly for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Sold at fine stores everywhere.
Manly,
Manly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s.
Second attempt. One. Blue's a lucky one.
3, 4, 5, 6.
This is a healthy competition going on here.
7, 8, 9.
You got 9?
10.
10! Yay! You got it! A new world record! Yay! What do you have to say for yourself?
11.
Oh my God.
12.
12! 13!
14.
14!
15.
15!
15.
15. Now, what's your name again?
Alex Krause.
Alex Krause from...
Sturgeon, Maine.
Thank you, Alex Krause. Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. So much happening. We got the president is ordering all information on UFOs, whatever they call them, and aliens, not the ones coming from the southern border, the ones coming from beyond our realm, shall we say. Already that, Aphrodite. Well, it's an exciting time. You know, we're never going to get the full story. You know, when I put out Tetragon 2, the board game that I designed years ago, I had another game that I wanted to release at the same time. I just couldn't afford to do two. The other one was the UFO game, and it was about disclosure, getting disclosure. And back then, way back many years ago already, I thought, well, just my luck. I'd just get it out, and then they come out with it, and then it'd be a dead thing. But there you go. Yes, we might be getting some official. Now, there have been previous presidents who've talked about UFOs, including, who was it? What's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. One of our presidents, not Eisenhower, before him. Anyway, at any rate, presidents have talked about it. Jimmy Carter saw a UFO with like 6 other people. They were all in a meeting together, and they saw it. So, you know, it's not, but this is the first time a president has ordered this information. Now, it's not going to be, I really don't think they're going to go back to Roswell or before that, or I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But they started this thing in the Congress to kind of look at UAPs and UFOs or whatever. And I think that's whatever they got, they got some pilots and some footage, but that's about it. This is going to be something really profound, and as you might know, Trump thinks Obama's in trouble because Obama admitted their aliens were real. He said that's classified information. He shouldn't have done that. So now Trump has something else to hold over Obama. Isn't that fun? Isn't that wonderful? I just love it. And it's the timeline I voted for. And so with that, let's go over to our favorite place on the intranet, and that is Chatlandia. Chatlandia. Why do we like Chatlandia? Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. That's right. And let's see, who is this? Why, it's Weiss123. That's Catherine Weiss. She says hi, Aaron, here on Rumble. And then she also says, she's one of our ultra mods. She says, I'll be over there on YouTube tonight. And she also says, hi, Peggy. And then I said, hi, Weiss, at Weiss123. Okay. And then Cap 78 Pack, Peggy Dancer says, hi, Aaron. Hi, Weiss123, Kathy. I'll be here tonight, which she means here on Rumble. And then, oh, she's over there on Peggy Dancer over there on YouTube as well. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Weiss123, Kathy. I'll be on Rumble. And she gives a heart. That's pretty nice. Okay. Very nice. Then I said, hi, Cap 78 Pack. And then Kathy says, hi, Aaron, over here on YouTube. And then Kathy says, hi, Peggy, over on YouTube too. And then I said, hi, Peggy. Hi, Kathy. 2 right in a row. And look who's here, our good friend, Rose Thistle Art. She says, hi, Kathy Weiss, 123, Peggy, Cap 78 Pack, Aaron, Truth Quest, Aaron Moriarty. Good to see you all. Radiating Heart. Have a bit of a blizzard here. Oh, no. You talking about the dessert over there at Dairy Queen? Or the Kent where the snow's? We had some snow today. I don't think it really stuck too much. I'll have to go check in the morning to find out. Then I said, hi, Rose Thistle Art. And then Cap 78 Pack Peggy Dancer says, hi, Rose Thistle Art. The kids went to Disney on Ice last night, and they had a blast, I guess. And Cap 78 Pack Peggy Dancer says, a blizzard. Rise, oh dear, you must be on West Coast or Northeast. And Catherine says, sending prayers to Alicia. Yes, thank you. Yeah, she's in the hospital tonight, folks. And so send your healing prayers to Alicia. I guess it all went well. And so she should be coming back tomorrow. So that's a very good thing. And thank you for all your prayers, everybody. Keep praying for her and everybody else. I pray for everybody type thing. That's what I do. Kind of hope it works. I think it works. And Cap 78 Pack says Rose. And then, Kathy's over there on the, what do you call it? The portrait. Is that the portrait? Yeah, the phone version of the YouTube. She says, hi, Aaron. Oh, and look who's here. Why, it's my old classmate at the BK. Greetings, fellow Earthlings and authenticity seekers. Yes, authenticity is a good thing. And then, oops, I thought I clicked on that. So weird. Austin Morris. That's our good friend Skylark74 over there on YouTube. Greetings, fellow Truth Questers. And then I said, hi, BK, over there on YouTube, where I'm Hot Games and Puzzles. And I said, hi, Cap 78 Pack. Well, I think I said hi to Peggy Dancer the more than I ever said. That's fun. So funny. And Kathy says, hi, hey, the BK, at the BK. And then Austin Morris, I'm sitting in a Weigels parking lot far, far from my desktop. Okay. He's on the move correspondent there. He's lurking about. He's all out there. At least the weather here is decent, though. That's good. Truman. Yes, that's it. The BK. Truman. Harry Truman. Yes, we talk about these flying saucers. Yes, we talk quite a bit about that. So yeah, he acknowledged it way back. Truman. He was a pretty cool guy, actually. A tough time to be a president, but he did a pretty good job, I think. He was a very honest, gritty type of a guy. Great guy. Oh yes, the BK. JFK was planning to disclose UFO files to Russians. Well, that didn't work out well for JFK, right? So many reasons they needed to get rid of him. So sad, because he was a great president. And Cap 78 Peggy Dancer says, Andrew D. Bashago told us Obama Sotoro was with him in the secret space program. Well, yeah, they didn't really call it the secret space program, but he was on the jump room to Mars, the Mars jump room program, which was headed up by Howard Hughes. But at the time, in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, he was dead. But apparently he was, because they have time travel access. They could go in the past and grab someone from the past, Nikola Tesla, anybody. Imagine what you could get done if you could do all that. And they probably did. And they probably don't want to tell us what they came up with. And Andy did a really good job of opening a teeny little window into DARPA's true, amazing technological advancements like time travel and teleportation, vortal teleportation, where you open up a rift in time space and you just travel there very rapidly, very rapidly, very rapidly. And Catherine Weiss says, hi, Rose Thistleart. And then Austin Morris says, hello, Rose Thistleart. And he's on the vertical. Oh dear, prayers up for Alicia. May she recover and maintain her health again. Yes. I agree. Uh-oh. What did I do wrong this time? Hold on. Hello?
Hello, the chat is not on the screen.
Oh, the chat is not on the screen. Thank you very much. Okay. All right.
I wrote it in the chat, but you skipped it over. Oh, you skipped over my chat message, so I had to call to tell you.
Oh, wow. I don't see them all. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay. That was Kathy reminding me I forgot to do something. Let me see. Here we go. Let's get those comments up there. And we're going to go watch this. We're going to hit the big button. Big and tall. Big and tall. Like the Big and Tall store. There you go. That's where we get our little chat window there. The Big and Tall store. There we are. There you have it. All righty, Aphrodite. And Peggy Dancer says, howdy, BKing. Operation Shutdown, Austin Morris or Skylark. Oh, is Operation Shutdown here? I didn't see him. But hello out there, if you're out here. I guess maybe I'm missing a lot of these. I'm not through them all yet. Let's see. And then Cap 78 Pack, the BK. And Baby Bubba. Obama nothing, stop the hate. Obama nothing, stop the hate? I don't know what that means. You'll have to clarify that a little bit. And then Seth Crichton, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. There you go. Everything's connected. Everything's connected. And then the BK says, KW is your handler. She is the best. KW. I guess so. My handler. One of my ultra mods, she has the number for the bat phone. So that's cool. Alrighty then. Well, let me see. I guess we're going to go over to a crazy little spot that you might all know. It's on the internet, and it's called the Book of Faces, or the Land of Zuckers. There's a Zucker born every minute, as you know, as you might not know. And here we go, Facebook. And Zuckerberg's lurking around there somewhere. We're not quite sure exactly where, but there you go. And there is our little thumbnail for tonight. Now, I don't know if this is a real photograph or if it's one of these crazy AI-generated photos or fake pictures, because you really can't tell. But apparently, some tiny moss was growing outside of the space station in the alleged vacuum of space. And it was growing, not dying, growing. How do you like them apples? They should plant an apple tree out there. You get space apples, would probably be a big seller. Space apples? Just saying. Oh, whole big orchards. You can have like Elon Musk can have little floating pods of apple trees in space. So cool. Too cool for school, you might even say. All righty then. And Kathy says, thank you, BK. The BK. Number 735. Can you believe it? That many? And here is our good friend Clifford Stone. He has passed away, but he was talking about how he was in the service, the armed forces, and part of his duty was the crash retrieval, because he could communicate telepathically with these extraterrestrials. Even the terrestrials that weren't extra, he could do it. Check it out.
Went on one craft, 35 foot diameter on the outside. It looks much bigger on the inside, but how can that be? It's only 35 foot diameter on the outside. But when you go in, 40, 50 foot tall on the inside, I'm wondering, how can this be? But then you have like ladders that go up on several levels. I'm going to say 3, it could have been more, but at least three levels. And you'd have compartments there. There was like a control panel. There was 2 seats in front. There was a seat in back, and they were controlling with the instruments they had by just putting their hands over it or moving them over it, and they could control the craft that way. The interesting thing, you saw no lights, but it was perfectly bright on the inside. And at times you might feel you've been on the craft for only a couple of minutes to get out and find out that maybe an hour or 2 had passed. And I don't know how to explain that. Went on one craft, 35 foot diameter on the outside. It looks much bigger on the inside, but how can that be? It's only 35 foot diameter on the outside. But when you go in, 40, 50 foot tall on the inside, I'm wondering, how can this be? But then you have like ladders that go.
There it is. Good old Clifford Stone. And, you know, yeah, he was a great guy. I never did get to interview him. I wish I could have. He had an extraterrestrial visitation as a child throughout his life. I believe he said to a purple-colored alien. And the people around him tried to get him to change his story. No, say it's gray. No, I'm not going to say it's gray. He wasn't gray. You got to remember, there's so many different types. I mean, think about it. An octopus, a grasshopper, and a human are all earthlings. But they're all very different. And so, just like there's different life on this planet, all the other life out there is going to be different, I would say. I would have to say. Don't you think? Sometimes I think, oh, Basent, Trump's tariffs are here to stay. Revenue will be unchanged in 2026. Boom. We will use Section 232 and 301. Court ruling won't stop us. They got workarounds. Lots they can do. Good. General Mike Flynn. So America has had 2 falsely elected presidents since 2008 for a period of 12 years. Barack Insane Obama, and 8 for 8 and Joe Biden for 4 years. To think how much these 2 did to destroy the fabric of our country. And yet the media and many others continue to cover for them because they're all in the Epstein files. The American people need to wake up before it's too late, and at Real Donald Trump needs to take action soon to hold these 2 and others accountable. Indeed. I mean, when former Prince Andrew was arrested the other day, it's like, okay, America, let's catch up to those guys. Let's catch up. Thanks, General Flynn. Supreme Court's ruling. I think you probably heard about that. Pray for Alicia. Thank you. She was in the hospital today. So thank you, everyone, for all your prayers. Me watching New Yorkers get exactly what they voted for. Yeah, get the popcorn. They got exactly what they voted for. Oh yeah, we welcome communism. Yeah, oh, free everything. Oh, wait a minute, everything's going up. What? Our rent's going up? Yeah, yep, it's all going up. President Trump to host a press briefing on the Supreme Court. 2 shot by ICE in 2026, 38 shot by transgenders in 2026. 38 people shot by transgenders. That's doesn't bode well for them. Get off those darn steroids or whatever the heck you're taking, hormones, and just live life how you were born, and then you're not going to become the next crazy trans Tifa. Disgusting. Oh, here's Anthony Brock. He's going to try it again with the GOAT. Who's going to win? Can you guess? Anthony Brock, the one and only.
Welcome to round 35. Haters don't think I can hang on for 8 seconds. Let's see who's boss.
Whoa. Come on, big boy. Pop. I'm good.
Ruined my hat. What's next? Welcome to round 35. Haters don't think I can.
Man. Fish Creek, no fishing. Now, this was put out by Jeff Foxworthy. You know, Fish Creek is near me up here in Dork County. No fishing. Isn't that funny? Fish Creek, no fishing. And Tim Burchett, a great congressman, U.S. congressman, Tim Burchett says satanic reports from Epstein files will shock the world, he says. What is being revealed now is only the beginning, and that more shocking material will follow. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's a sickening revelation to find out that the world is so darn dark in some corners. Don't you know? Okay. There's something going on in the chat there. I'm not sure what's going on over there. Oh, this is something put out Angela, whatever her name is there. Fact. This is what she says. Liberal men are far more attractive, intelligent, and confident than self-proclaimed alpha male conservative men. Oh, and Lee Scott says, too bad for you, they're not into girls. They're gay. Yeah, too bad, Angela. Too bad. So sad. Yeah, they're all a bunch of soy boys that can't aim. You pay for everyone else, but no soup for you. Mandami's free soup. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a really good caricaturization of the Seinfeld gang there, the no soup guy. Mandami looks just like the no soup guy, doesn't he? And he is the no soup guy. Imagine that. Dad, may I ask what an eclipse is? No, son. No, son. No, son. That's right. No, son. Did you hear this? This is creepy. Les Wexner confirms Epstein worked for Rothschilds, Bezos, and Google, and then his lawyer threatens to kill him. I heard it. It's audible. You can hear it, and it's chilling. He says, I will kill you if you give another answer more than 5 words. And then Les Wexner just laughs because he's like, I'm on my last breath anyway, chump. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting, this whole thing. Yeah. Trump says Obama revealed classified information when he said aliens exist. Well, I know aliens exist because to the aliens, we are aliens. To aliens, we are aliens. Right? Just like they're aliens to us, but they're not to themselves. But we are to them. So there you go. It's all connected. It's all connected. The Board of Peace, isn't this wonderful? What we are doing is very simple. Peace. Thank God we have a president that's pro-peace. I used to think that Jimmy Carter was a peaceful president, which he was. He was a very peaceful president. No wars during his 4 years. That's probably why they kicked him out. They wanted him to start wars. But Trump is doing great. Stopped 8 wars. And the Board of Peace, beautiful thing. Breaking: illegal alien MS-13 gang member wanted for kidnapping, drug trafficking, murder, and attempted murder charges in El Salvador, just arrested in North Carolina, is now on an ice hold. Gonna get kind of cold over there on that ice hold. Democrats are the MS-13 party. They are not going to be happy. One of their killers is arrested. Let our killer go. How's he supposed to kill for us? In jail. Ice facility. Yeah. I just don't understand how anyone could vote for Democrats after how they've treated every single citizen as a second-class citizen, really, as nothing. And illegals, everything. Oh, here's Andrea Ocasio-Cortez. Illegal immigrants do the jobs Americans don't want to do. And Trump says, yeah, like voting for Democrats. Ba-doom-pa, the Tea Party. And here it is. Moss survived 9 months outside the International Space Station. Well, did you water it? What? Tell us some more about it. Tiny Moss survived 9 months in the vacuum of space. Well, it's not so vacuumy. Otherwise, it would have been vacuumed off, right? In 2022, well, why didn't we hear about it till now? Researchers sent spores of spreading earth moss on the outside of the International Space Station. Oh, probably smells good on the inside from that. And the samples were bolted to an exterior platform and left exposed to the full brutality of space for 283 days. That meant no air, intense ultraviolet radiation, extreme temperature swings, and microgravity. Ooh, we're floating, dude. We're floating in open space. Most organisms, including humans, would die almost instantly. Well, did they strap someone out there and watch them for that many days and see? How else are you going to know? probably wouldn't want to do that. I don't think many people would want to do that. So there it is from 2022. Old news, I guess. And this is from, I guess it's drop 3880 220 2020. Hey, there's a delta there, 6-year delta. And Anonymous wrote from 8kun. They fear an awake public. Each Q proof proves our strength too. Thank you, Q and Q plus, exclamation point. And then here's the answer. You have come far, Anons, patriots. You are ready. There's a YouTube link there. Prepare for the storm. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Thanks, Thor. Elon Musk, this needs to be said, is as there has been unrelenting hate and poisonous propaganda in the West against anyone white, straight, or male over the past decade or more. It went way too far. No more guilt trips. Enough. It was way too much, actually. Way too much. Way too much. Oh. And look, Jerry Lahane's here, and he says, like, share, and subscribe. I like that. Hit the old thumbs up. Helps the old algorithm and the algo beat and the algo melody. Oh, yeah. That's right. Indeedy. Thanks, Jerry. Yep. Neglect your house and this will take over. Cockroaches. They'll take over. Neglect your country and this will take over. Cockroaches right here. Cockroaches. Look at them. Bent over just like a cockroach. Infestation like cockroaches. It's just like a cockroach. They're not going to assimilate and they want to kill us all. Why did you let them in? The Snake. You ever heard that poem, The Snake? Trump to declassify election evidence. Yes, showing foreign interference. Thanks, John Solomon. No shutdowns. The Democrat shutdown cost the USA at least 2 points in the GDP. That's why they are doing it in mini form. Again, no shutdowns. Also, lower interest rates. Too late, Powell is the worst. TWO late. Interesting. President DJT. Are there two Powells? Is one a body double, perhaps? I don't know. What does that mean? What does that mean, Pete Hegseth? He has an alien face and a Sulu. Yes, sir. And responding to Trump's amazing historical truth based on the tremendous interest shown. I will be directing the Secretary of War, Hegseth, and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, and unidentified flying objects, UFOs. Yeah. And any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America. That's perfect. I think that's so good. Pete Hegseth just retruths it out. That's awesome. Awesome. Did you hear about this? Oh, this is definitely the timeline that I never knew would ever happen. We got peace breaking out all over the world. We got a president that actually cares about the people and is doing amazing things for the people. And now you get William Shatner announces an all-star metal album featuring 35 icons. The cultural icon boldly goes heavy with covers of Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, and Iron Maiden. Well, you know what? He tried this back in the 60s. He tried singing. It didn't go very well. And even Spock tried it too. Leonard Nimoy. because they were so popular, but it didn't translate. We'll see how this works. Maybe they can auto-tune his voice or something. Watch Trump. He fixes a presidential lifetime achievement award. Look at this. This is so good. What other president could you even approach with something like this, and let alone have him actually do it? It's amazing. We live in amazing times, folks.
See what he wants? He wants me, let's see, dear American, huh?
It's the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award,
Wow, that's pretty good.
but I don't want his name on there. So can you help me out?
I love it.
He doesn't want Biden's name on his Lifetime Achievement Award. Yeah.
Best president ever.
Mine's not an auto pen. His is. That's an auto pen. See that? You know, that's an auto pen. See, that's an auto pen. You want me to cross it off?
Yes. That's it right there.
That's an auto pen signature.
That's it.
You think he signed it? He didn't sign that. Crazy, man. Crazy stuff, right? That's crazy. I don't know how he did that. Auto pens. It's insulting if you think about it. Okay, now you have a real Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you, everybody. See what he wants? He wants me, let's see, dear American, huh?
So there you go. He fixed it. Look at Mondami. What a crazy puppet he is. New York City teachers endorsed Mondami. Mondami raids teachers' retirement funds. Yes, well, you know, while they still like him, he may as well do it while they still like you, right? What a thief. He's a thief. Oh, see, this trackpad does this crazy thing. Oh, well, here's my 5-year memory. Hazel. There's one of my grandkids, Hazel, my first grandchild, Hazel. I don't really get to see her very much, but I really enjoy every time I do get to see her, like this particular time 5 years ago. Always a treat to be able to see the other 2 grandkids that I don't get to see as often. The Democrat Party doesn't represent American citizens. They voted against making life more affordable for families. They voted against deporting criminal aliens. They oppose election integrity. Their agenda isn't about helping Americans. It's about helping them or replacing them. Yeah. Mary Miller, representative. Mary Miller. Breaking Democrat Governor J.B. Pritzker. Look at this guy right here. Doesn't he just look like a mobster? I mean, if you looked up mobster in the dictionary, there'd be a picture of a dude that looks just like this. I mean, sometimes you can judge a book by its cover. Breaking Democrat Governor J.B. Pritzker is panicking that President Trump blocked $8.4 billion to Illinois because they give free welfare to illegal aliens. Yes, keep it withheld. Not a dime to any state until all sanctuary policies are abolished. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Stacy is right. At Political Stacy says ICE rescued 3,400 kids from rape rooms in Minnesota alone. And these liberal retards are blocking agents and screaming pedoprotectors at them. You're not heroes. The traffickers probably have your pictures on their fridge labeled Employee of the Month. Eat, you know what, SHIT, forever. That's right. Stacy's laying it right out there. Thanks, Stacy. Very bold, I must say. Yeah, everyone's paying Trump. Everyone's paying Trump because they censored him. Oh, and this is great. I met Todd McFarlane when he first started his company. When Spawn first came out and did had his action figures first year at Toy Fair. I got to talk to him. Very nice guy. And now he's made a great achievement. Listen to this.
So what if I told you that Spawn actually holds a world record? Yep. Todd McFarlane's Spawn is the longest running creator-owned comic book series of all time. And it broke that record in 2019 with Spawn number 301. And if you're wondering what series held that record before, it was Cerebus the Aardvark, which started in 1977 and ended in 2004 with issue number 300. So what if I told you that Spawn actually holds a world record? Yep. Todd McFarlane's...
How do you like that? It's his own comic book company. He's an independent guy. He was had the number one comic book when he was the illustrator for Spider-Man, because Spider-Man was in the dumps, the bottom of the heap. They gave it to him and said, do whatever you want with it. And he did. He brought it up back to number one. And after it was on number one, he was making like either $3 million or $6 million a year drawing Spider-Man for the comics. And then one day his publisher, his whoever above him, had an issue with one of the panels of his comic. And he said, I think you should change that. He goes, what? You told me I could do whatever I wanted, and I did, and it reached number one. Now you're trying to tell me what to do? He goes, I quit. He just quit. He was so ticked off. He just quit. He walked away from millions of dollars a year. Whether it was 3 or 6, I can't remember. But at any rate, that's one heck of a good salary. And he started his own company, McFarlane Toys and Image Comics, and he's been just rocking it. Had a hit movie, and the whole story about Spawn is very, very interesting. It's the Hellspawn. He was supposed to be Satan's general to bring on the Armageddon, but he had a change of heart, and he's trying to redeem his soul. So he's like a devil bad guy, but he's got a good heart. It's really an interesting story. And congratulations, Todd McFarlane. He's an excellent artist. Just really fantastic. This is good. Listen to this.
But I was wondering if you could do me one more favor. My beautiful daughter is here, Tallulah. She got detention to come and see you speak today. Could you pardon her, please?
Thank you, Clay. Tallulah, where's Tallulah? Stand up, Tallulah. Tallulah, you are fully pardoned. Don't worry. Just tell the teacher I said it's fine.
But I was wondering if you could do me one more favor.
Isn't this incredible? What other president? I dare you to try to find one other president. What are we going to hear here? What do you think this is? Let's take a trip back in time, back when television was in black and white. Yeah, that's a great song. Rose Thistle, awkward song for children. I guess it might be, but that song was remade by the Stray Cats. That is a rockin' song. That's a great song. I didn't know that Ricky Nelson actually did it. I don't know if someone else did it. Do you know who's not in the Epstein files? Aliens. Actually, I think they are, right? I think they actually are in there. Well, what they did was very alien to anything human that I can imagine. So maybe they are aliens. Donald J. Trump, based on the tremendous, we already saw that. We already saw it. Here's Trump at this, the Varsity Restaurant in Rome, Georgia. Did you see this the other day? Check this out.
45 years. 24 years. You're too young for that. Come on, wait. I'll get on. Let's get a good one. My president right there. Come on. Hold on the cash register. 45 years.
So that's cool. Man, how does he find the time? How does he find the time? Oh, let's check this out. From Beyond Borders.
Donald Trump just added a new territory to the United States and named it after himself. Meet the Trip, the Trump route for international peace and prosperity. By securing a 99-year lease on Armenia's Sunik corridor, Washington expanded the American border into Eurasia with a 40-mile strip of controlled territory cutting through the continent's most strategic corridor. With 74% ownership, the U.S. controls the new Silk Road, where up to $150 billion in annual trade between Europe and Central Asia will flow through American protected infrastructure. But it's not only about the corridor. The U.S. locks down Armenia's entire energy grid by replacing Soviet-era reactors with $9 billion in American small modular reactors, owning the power supply of its newest outpost. Beyond infrastructure, the real prize is AI dominance. The $4 billion Firebird megaproject in Yerevan deploys 50,000 NVIDIA GB300 chips, turning Armenia into a top 5 global AI hub just 90 miles from Iran. By transforming Armenia from a Russian ally into the American key to the South Caucasus, Trump made Russia's military base irrelevant, cut Russia and Iran out of trade, and secured peace through construction. Donald Trump just added a new territory to...
Isn't that interesting? I mean, I didn't hear anything about that. Of course, you know, Trump is like a squirrel. You're working on something like, oh, let's work on that too. Oh, let's work on that. But he keeps track of everything. Amazing. And he's a brilliant delegator. Nobody better. Nobody better at delegation. So that's interesting. A potential terror attack was just carried out against DHS and federal agents in Meriden, Idaho. Did you hear about that? Officials say someone stole an ambulance loaded with gas cans and rammed into a federal building. I don't know if that's true or not. Dan Bongino, you trying to get clickbait? I didn't see anything more about that, so I don't know. Can't really say. Yesterday, a clown held the door open for me. I thought it was a nice gesture. A nice gesture. It was a nice gesture. Oh, yeah. Look at Trump. I only want Americans to vote in American elections. That's a simple thing. Very simple. Shouldn't be controversial. Republican Army to celebrate Black History Month. Let's all take a moment to honor the most accomplished African American in our generation. Yes, Elon Musk. African American. He's got to work on that tan a little bit, I'd have to say, for an African American. Oh, NCAP 78 Pack says, yes, it's true, Aaron. My brother lives in Boise, Idaho, and knew about it. Oh, well, good. I'm glad I'm not delivering fake news. Thanks, Caps. Thanks, Peggy. Yep, Black History Month. Look at this. You're welcome. Homeland Security, Steve Robinson, Lewiston shooting incidents, 2019 to 2025. So in 2019, look at all of these shootings, those little red gun things. And in 2025, look at this. I don't see any red guns. I just see like green things. I don't know what those are. Houses? Not sure. But there you go. They're doing a great job. Oh, Catherine Weiss reacted to a photo you shared. Uh-oh. Oh, they arrested Prince Andrew? Oh, this meme works great for stuff like this. Oh, yeah. Don't you think? And Chupacabra put this out. They still have George Slopadopoulos reporting on Epstein? George attended Epstein's welcome home party in 2009 after he was released from prison for abusing children. Yeah, not a good look, Slopadopoulos. I would have to say. Not a good look, I would have to say.
Come on in. Thank you.
This is great. You haven't
Yes,
seen
you
it.
can. Thank you. So nice. I like her. Please.
I like him too. One thing I like about him, he keeps it real just like grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. I am filled, my cup runneth over. Because he allowed his constituents, his people to come to my house to interview me, to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched, I rallied, I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murders and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? Then they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's going to change crime in the district. If you kill somebody, okay, you take a life, you do life. Just that simple. If you do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off him. And Grandma said it.
Isn't that good? That is such a good testimony. Here is a great testimony. This is Slim Jim Phantom from the Stray Cats. He's the drummer, and he's talking about Eddie Cochran, how he's the greatest of all time. Check it out.
Eddie Cochran was the best rock star ever. He looked great, he sang great, he played great. He laid behind an incredible catalog that was all done in a very short period of time while touring, and in a couple of movies and a lot of TV shows, all when he was 21. It still boggles my mind the amount of stuff that Eddie Cochran managed to do and then influence everyone that came after. In the studio, Eddie was technologically advanced. He had his use of echo, multi-track. He was way ahead of everyone. And the sad thing is he might have left behind a perfect image. Definitely gone too soon, but his image is perfect. We never had to see Eddie Cochran old or uncool in any way. Eddie Cochran, best rock star ever? I think so. Eddie Cochran was the best rock star.
I second that notion. Thanks, Slim Jim. I'd like to have him on the show sometime. That'd be great. It sure was fun talking to Brian Setzer about a month or two ago. That was pretty incredible. Prince Andrew before and after he realized the birthday stripper was a real policewoman. Yeah. He's so disgusting looking. He looks like the Grinch here, doesn't he? He looks like that evil look. My goodness. There's that. Standing up for someone that deserves to be standing up for. Get off this man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. He is. Oh, my humor is broken. Thanks, mailman. You're welcome, female woman. The pun, guys. Thanks, female woman. Thanks, mailman. Thanks. You're welcome, female woman. And Barack Hussein Obama says, I used ICE to deport 3 million illegals. At the same time, I bombed 7 countries, like 28,000 bombs, without congressional approval. Where was your outrage then? Where was it? Schools in the U.S. are canceling Picture Day after realizing the company photographing the kids was co-founded by a billionaire named in the Epstein files, Life Touch. Yeah, it's disgusting. So your kid's picture would go to these creeps. Not cool. And they had all the medical information. Sick. Mike Ben's perfect response. Honestly, worth memorizing.
My point is that some of the siege that you faced, and I understand why it was very personal and distressing, but can you accept that some of it was just people legitimately disagreeing with your father's policies and using every lever available, as people generally do in politics, in order to push back?
No. Hold on one second. I mean, there are politics, and there is peaceful discourse, right? Over the fact that two people might disagree on abortion. People might disagree on gun rights. People might disagree on the limitations of freedom of speech, right? People can have these disagreements on either side, and they can do so, and they can debate certain things, and whoever wins that debate and the populace ultimately wins. That's different than raiding somebody's house. That's different than subpoenaing their children with the intent to literally try and bankrupt a company. That's different than calling every financial institution and telling them to debank a person. That's different than making up dirty dossiers where saying that there are golden you-know-whats happening with prostitution when it was totally fabricated and paid by the opposition. That's different than saying that there were secret servers in the basement of a building communicating with the Kremlin when we don't know a damn person in the Kremlin. We don't know anybody in Russia. We had nothing to do with Russia. That's different than having people take him off the ballot in states so that democracy could not prevail in those states. Having radical justices strip him off, that's different. That's different than raiding somebody's home, raiding their wife's closet, taking their legal documents protected by attorney-client privilege, taking their medical records protected over here by something called HIPAA. That's different than all of those things. That's different than calling every attorney general and district attorney in the country to indict somebody for doing absolutely nothing wrong. All of those indictments we've since overturned, right? That's criminal type behavior. That's not democracy. That's not the debate of ideas where people can have different perspective.
My point is that some of the siege that you faced, and I understand why it was very personal and distressing.
That is a good answer. I think Eric Trump is awesome, very, very intelligent, and he knows how to say things very concisely. And this is drop 3717, 12/17/2019. First indictment unseal will trigger mass pop awakening. First arrest will verify action and confirm future direction. They will fight, but you are ready. Marker 9. Q. So what does marker 9 mean? Marker 9. So interesting. So interesting. Now look at this. Now, I think I've seen this picture before, but maybe it's a new version of it. From SciTech Astronomy, HDR photograph, ring of fire, solar eclipse, peak captured over Antarctica yesterday. I don't know if that's when this was taken, but I seem to remember something very similar to that a long time ago. Maybe it's an old picture, but it's a beautiful picture. Don't you think? Looks like a flower. Moonflower, you might even say. Sunflower. Oh, here's from Mary Bledsoe. She was on our show a while back. She gives some really important information about, you see this lizard character coming up here? Very dangerous animal. You got to know things about these animals. And here's some really good information. You should all watch intently and take notes. Your life might depend on it.
Okay, here's a quick lesson so that you don't make the mistake that these people are about to make. That is an Asian water monitor lizard. If you ever encounter one of these, you need to be able to read its body language and mannerisms. And what it's about to do right here. This is how a lizard says, look at my hat. All it wants you to do at this point is compliment its hat. And you'll notice these people don't do it. And it does just swim away, but it will remember this. And now it's going to go off and try to find somebody with taste. Okay, here's a quick lesson so that you don't make the mistake.
That's very important information. Thank you. Thank you, sir, whoever you are, for that very important information. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Yeah. Compliment him on his hat. That's all you got to do. Raging Americans breaking President Trump, J.D. Vance, and Marco Rubio just took a huge group photo at Board of Peace. Bye-bye to the woke and useless United Nations. This is historic. Pretty cool. Too cool for school, you might even say. Oh, and Cap 78 pack, Peggy Dancer says marker 9 is very important, and dates and times, persons mentioned in a post that are comms. Yes. Oh, 9/11 might be maybe that could be it. Yeah, I don't know. Is it someone with, I don't know. Just never know. Hard to say. Now, this could be just one of these AI picture things that they do. But apparently, he's not lunch. He's the leader. A missing corgi found running with a wild bear. Do you believe that? I'd say probably. Looks like a born leader, huh? I don't know. Don't know. No clue, Mr. Magoo. Being a liberal isn't just about being stupid. It's about showing the world how proud you are to be stupid. A very important distinction right there. Stupid is as stupid does. Oh, yeah. 11 years ago, Trump talking about Prince Andrew and Epstein Island. Check this out. 11 years ago, 2015. I said 19. February 27th, 2015. Long time ago already.
You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your remarks about in the Q&A.
Well, I think he's got a problem. I mean,
what do you think the problem will be?
I don't know, but that island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it.
You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your...
He knew so much for so long. Such a patient man. Breaking: King Charles' younger brother, Andrew, arrested by British police in Epstein-related probe. Yep, there is Prince Andrew with Virginia Giuffre, who just was unalived, allegedly by herself after getting struck by a bus. And after she said she wasn't suicidal, then all of a sudden, oh, she decided to change her mind. I don't think so. We already covered that. There's the meme queen with Prince Charles. Not so regal anymore, are we? No. Did we already do this one? Oh, the Tea Party. I don't think we did this one yet. Let's check this out.
So welcome to round 34. It seems our friends with accents from across the pond think a tea party will calm this goat down. Let's see who's boss.
Would you like some cream or sugar with your tea?
Well, that was stupid. What's next? So welcome to round 34. It seems our friends with accents.
Anthony Brock. The one and only conspiracy theorist collecting I told you so medals since 2020. It's getting kind of heavy walking around with all those medals, isn't it? We know it. Look at this. Someone took this old painting of George Washington and fed it into AI and gave it some realistic look and also another view of it. Look at this. So here's the original painting. It was not even finished down here. And then there's the AI kind of cleaned it up a little bit. There's another angle, something amazing. Look at George Washington, man. There he is. Looks very much alive, doesn't he? I mean, look at that. It's incredible. Only the whole body. I think he looks short there. Don't you think? That looks out of proportion. I'd say he would need to be taller than that. It doesn't look right. He just seems like a taller person. Anyway, so that's that. That is that. And there's our other show. Brings us back over to here. And there we are, and there you have it. And roast this lard. I love that goat man. Yes, greatest of all time. Goat. What was Andrew actually charged with? I believe he was charged with breaking the rules when there was a certain number of years that he was going to other foreign countries to represent trade for England or for the United Kingdom, and that those were diplomatic trips, and he instead would do these other things that he said he wasn't doing, and now they caught him. And so he broke the rules. You are given a position like that for the royal family, you have to do it right. You can't be mucking about and not doing that. Yeah, so okay. All righty then. Oh, selling state secrets. There you go. Oh, I don't know if that's the particular one that is referring to. I'm not sure. I read that Governor Morris of New York served as a stand-in for George Washington when the portrait was painted because both men were the same height. They can be the same height, but they might have different proportions. And I don't know. I just think that, I don't know, something looks wrong in that picture to me. Just my little eye thing. Selling state secrets, yes. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, let's go over to X because we got some fun stuff over there. Let's go check it out. Over on X marks the spot. There we are. Oh, and remember Dershowitz claiming he's innocent and everything? Listen to this. Is this a real interview? I think it is. Check this out.
That Jeffrey Epstein just had a completely different life that he just did not tell you about. And it may also have included being a spy. I mean, clearly.
Telling me that he worked for the Mossad would have given him a get out of jail free card. I could have gotten him no jail time. If he had told me he worked for the Mossad, for the CIA, it would have been a slam dunk for me to go to whoever I had to go to, even up to the President of the United States, and I would have gotten him a deal with no time at all.
Hang on a second. You mean if he'd said he was working with the Mossad or CIA, then he would get off being a pedophile?
That's right.
That's wrong. So wrong. Agencies should not be allowed to break the law. I think we can all agree on that, can't we? There's our show tonight, that crazy space moss growing out there in space back in 2022. And here's what Trump said. I got to bring this kid over there. Oops. What? Trump said this 6/4/2014, quite a while ago. He says, he tweeted out, "I hope we never find life on other planets because there's no doubt that the U.S. government will start sending them money." Very good. Still had the same humor. American airman asleep on a train in France while on vacation with his childhood friends wakes up to the sound of screaming and breaking glass, sees a terrorist step into the aisle carrying an AK-47 and 300 rounds of ammo, doesn't look for an exit, doesn't hesitate, sprints 30 feet down the aisle straight at the barrel of the gun, completely unarmed. The terrorist pulls the trigger. The rifle miraculously jams, tackles him, gets slashed in the neck and hand with a box cutter, almost losing his thumb, ignores the bleeding, chokes the attacker unconscious with his bare hands, credits God for the jamming of the rifle and his survival, saves everyone on board. Patriot Airman Spencer Stone is a hero. He's a fantastic hero. Wow. That's incredible. Good job. I hope he heals up perfectly. Yep. Oh, listen to this. This guy finding out he has a family. This is really quite touching. He doesn't know he has a family. Watch this.
It's something good. Bethany did a little genetics test to see about her belly because she was hurt.
Betty's pregnant.
Nope.
Then what is it?
She found somebody
She found somebody.
that has
So,
30% genetics with her in common. And the only people that are that in common with her would be a grandparent.
Yeah.
Well, all of her grandparents on my side are gone.
Well, that means I actually got kinfolk.
He wants to talk to you. She's already talked to him. She's been texting him all day. He wants to FaceTime with you.
Okay.
And you have sisters?
I have sisters? I have people.
He didn't even know that you existed. And he's so excited to find you.
I have people.
He lives in Colorado. He worked for Lockheed Martin for 30 years. And he has a ranch up in Colorado, and he wants to see you as soon as possible. You have a dad.
Yeah, Dad, but I mean,
Oh my goodness. Oh, not a dry eye in the aisle there. Oh, here's a painting by Maria Farmer. She left many clues in plain sight. American banker, 34-year career working for J.P. Morgan, referred to Epstein as family. And you can read it yourself. She was an artist, and she put all of the details in her art. J.P. Morgan, looks like Chase. Former director of FBI, Louis Freeh. Willing participant. Money to sell victims to Epstein and his associates. Yeah, she did it. She did it. Oh, look at this. A Chinese physics teacher showcased amazing science. Check. I like how they have some like Hello Kitty sounding little person singing in the background. Isn't that cool? It looks like a lot of fun. Those kids are having fun. Doge designer, imagine the chaos if President Trump retweeted this or tweeted this. We are releasing the image of the first confirmed alien. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Elon Musk. Yeah, that'd be funny. Oh, cat turd. You know who's not in the Epstein files and has been exposing Hollywood for years? The GOAT, the greatest of all time. Yep. Good old Mel Gibson. Good guy. Oh, and here's from Pamsy now about this. If you haven't heard enough about this crazy scheme they got going, let's take a listen to
Vice President Gore.
Let's listen up.
Savannah's husband, Michael Feldman, who was actively involved with the Democratic Party for many years, served as a Democratic political aide during the Clinton-Gore administration, holding senior roles, and was traveling chief of staff for Vice President Gore. He also worked on Bill Clinton's 1992 presidential campaign. And this is where it starts to get interesting. He opened the firm, the Glover Park Group, and this firm is named in the Epstein files as a suggested contact, specifically an email in 2015. The email involved Larry Summers suggesting to Epstein that he should speak to someone at the Glover Park Group, and that it had helped Bill Clinton and General Petraeus out. The Glover Park website was removed just days after the release of the Epstein files, as Savannah's mother went missing. Feldman also founded GS Global, a major international communications company, some say a scrubber or fixer company, which also works closely with Greg Rothschild. Go back to January of 2016, and remember who Epstein says he represents? The Rothschilds. Now, some people don't believe in coincidence, especially when there's so many of them. Remember when Savannah's mother went missing? At the same time, the 3 million files were released. Savannah appears in the files, as does her husband, Michael Feldman, who worked for the Clintons, who were about to testify in front of the House Oversight Committee. But Nancy Guthrie's disappearance could have nothing to do with her daughter, her son-in-law, or the Epstein files. I suppose we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, what do you think? Who knows? Nobody knows. No clue, Mr. Magoo. All right. Breaking. SCOTUS Justice Clarence Thomas dropped straight truth bombs in his dissent on the tariffs. He nailed it. Neither the statutory text nor the Constitution provide a basis for ruling against the president. So there you go. Thanks. He's so base. Look at this. This is a student built a real anti-gravity machine using an Arduino. How to make an acoustic levitator. Look at this. Look at that stuff levitating. Look at that. Look at that. Sound waves. So interesting, isn't it? Breaking. President Trump just announced he will be invoking new trade authorities to keep tariffs in place following today's ruling. Yeah, he's Johnny on the spot. Oh, this is the most relaxed getaway ever. Let's watch it. Oh.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find a love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you. and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in the daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I can't let go. I guess you wonder where I've been.
What a relaxed getaway that was. Oh, so funny to watch. I know you're not supposed to break the law, but that was kind of funny. Oh, check this out. Listen to this. Trump the DJ. Burning love. Oh, I think, Trump, I think he secretly wants to be a DJ. He'd be a good one, too, playing those good tunes. Oh, there's Marco Rubio on his way to retrieve the alien files. He came dressed appropriately. Thank you, Marco Rubio. Such a good guy. Look at that guy. He's going to give us the truth. Holy crap, President Trump reveals that Democrats just hired tons of lawyers after the FBI seized Fulton County, Georgia 2020 ballots. Well, they're always going to do that, aren't they? Always going to do that. Oh, someone claims their grandmother, a former housekeeper at Epstein's Manhattan home, walked out with hidden memory cards, photos, videotapes, and audio tapes when she was fired. He says the material contains child pornography, terrible stuff, and that ABC's Mark Rumillard wouldn't accept it. I really have to say again, I don't hear anybody else saying it. I've been saying it for a long time. They should remove all of that X-rated crap off of the internet. Because, I don't care how many parental controls you got. A kid's going to get on a computer somewhere, and if it's there, he could find it or she could find it. And it's a life-destroying stuff. It shouldn't be on the internet where a kid could just come across it. It shouldn't be. It doesn't do society any good. Why is it there? Let's get rid of it. I'm sure you could get a bot to scrub it all off and keep it all off. I mean, Prince did a great job of scrubbing the internet of any video of him while he was alive. If you saw, while he was alive, if you looked up Prince videos, if you saw one, you better watch it, and it might not even last the whole time. He took stuff down. So I'm sure they could get AI bots to do that. Just scrub it and make it clean. And yeah, it's disgusting. I don't think it shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist. Oh, over a decade ago, Ryan found a cave that leads to Disneyland, not to the restrooms. Well, look at this. Here goes. It's kind of short. I made it. I am in Disneyland. It works. The cave is real. Why didn't he show it? Yeah, that's kind of so dark. I mean, imagine that. Kids go missing there. Are there these tunnels everywhere where creeps hang out? So disgusting. Get all that crap off the internet. Oh, here is something good. A story that starts at the end and tells us a moving bond between this man and a gorilla. Look at he raised this gorilla, and now he's at the end of his life. Let's listen.
I am now the only traveler who is not repaid his debt. I've been searching for a trace to follow again. Take me back to the night we met. And then I can't tell myself still taking care of what the hell I'm supposed to do. And then I can't tell myself I am now the only traveler.
Isn't that just beautiful? Beautiful. My goodness. That is just incredible. Oh, not a dry eye in the whole place. Not a dry eye. Virginia Gouffre, I'm not even going to play it. It's so sad. It's so darn sad. Oh, this is interesting from Science Girl. Watch this. This is good.
Every day you get to propose to your high school sweetheart. So I just want to take my time, savor this moment.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hey, excuse me, do you mind? This is kind of a big moment.
Oh my god, these poor people.
They're all in on it.
Oh my god!
Will you live happily ever after with me?
Yes.
Wow. If she would have said no, it would have been a bummer. If she would have said no. Oh, that's special. Cap 78 Pack says. Then Rose this letter. What a wonderful man. Yeah, wasn't that nice little surprise? Elon Musk put this out. Misnomer is when someone refers to a hobbit as a gnome. Misnomer. Misnomer. Good one. Giga-based dad put that out. Elon Musk shared it. Oh, this is good. Did you hear this? This is pretty hilarious.
Another question. And yesterday, in his statement about Jesse Jackson, the president said, despite the fact that I'm falsely and consistently called a racist by the scoundrels and lunatics on the radical left, Democrats all, it was always my pleasure to help Jesse along the way. Where or when does the president believe he's been falsely called racist?
You're kidding, right? No. I will pull you
plethora of examples. I'm going to get my team in that room to start going through the internet of radical Democrats throughout the years, Ed, who have accused this president falsely of being a racist. And I'm sure there's many people in this room and on network television across the country who have accused him of the same. In fact, I know that because I've seen it with my own eyes. And the president very much looks forward to having a event later this afternoon at 3 p.m. to celebrate Black History Month and to talk about how his policies are advancing opportunity and prosperity for all Americans through record tax cuts, through the Trump accounts that all Americans can access regardless of race. These are a great thing for the next generation of Americans. The president has also awarded hundreds of millions of dollars in additional funding to strengthen educational outcomes at historically Black colleges and universities across the country. Again,
Yeah, we all know that. Yeah. Oh, look at this world champion. Look at this routine. Let's start it over again. It's just incredible. Look, he's up in the air. Look how far up in the air, how many times she goes around. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? These people, they do amazing things. They do amazing things, I tell you. Yeah. Oh, this is so horrific. Matt Wallace, yard workers have been reporting more and more the sounds of screaming children coming from shipping containers. So sick. So sickening. Nick Shirley's thing. Look at this. Massimo, children in eastern Indonesia were seen playing on a wild whale, having a whale of a time. Look at that. Shouldn't really be sitting on a fin like that. That might not be a nice thing to do. But yeah, who knows why the whale went up there. But I think it's probably enjoying the company, except for that kid. Get off my dorsal fin. Get off my dorsal fin. Holy crap. Former Prince Andrew. Yeah, that's old. Look at this turtle. I think we had that on our last show. And that's the end, folks. I want to thank everyone for coming on by and spending some time here on the Truth Quest, because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. So keep your cameras pointed to the skies so you can take a picture of that crazy UFO and come on to the Truth Quest and talk all about it. There you go. How do you like them apples, baby? Oh, yeah. There it is. And Kathy says, good night, everyone. I got to leave my little message here. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all so very much. And thanks for praying for Alicia. She's healing up. Hopefully she'll be just back to normal very soon. So thank you all very much for your prayers. And let's see. Rose this alert. That turtle, LOL. Yeah. Isn't he cute? What did he see? We don't know. And Skylark says men who were 3.5 to 4 feet tall, brown skin colored with straight black hair. And Cap 78 Pack Peggy Dancer says, thank you, Aaron, for another great show. Prayers for Alicia and Andrew, plus peace in. God bless you and much love. Thank you, Peggy. I appreciate that. Thank you. And keep your prayers up for Peggy Dancer, too, and everybody else. And I said, thank you all so very much. And Skylark says, thank you, Aaron. You're welcome, buddy. And Rose Thistle Art says, thank you, Aaron and Questers. Great show. I love that man who found out his dad wants to meet him. Wasn't that just beautiful? Just stuff like that. You know, there's so much dark crap out there. It's so nice to have good things to look at as well. And because there's more good people than bad people. And we got to always remember that. Thank you, Rose Thistle Art. And Skylark74 says, good night, fellow truth questers. All right. And Rose Thistle Art says, I think I missed what happened to Alicia and Andrew. I'll keep in prayers. Yeah, I can't really say about Andrew, and I didn't ask permission from Alicia to say what it was. Fairly routine, but invasive for Alicia. So I'll clarify if I can talk about it. I just don't want to say something that I don't have the permission to say. I'm trying to respect people's privacy. And so Cap 78 Pack says, have a great weekend, everyone. See you Monday, Truth Questers. Yes, have a great weekend. Oh, look who else is here. It's Florida Constitutionalist. Good night. I've been lurking. Love to all. Prayers and blessings. Well, thank you, Florida Constitutionalist. Good to see you here. All righty, Aphrodite. Well, thank you so much. And Rose Lard says, I understand. I'm sorry. I am all for respect and privacy. You don't have to say you're sorry. It's nice that you care, so thank you. And we'll see you all on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's when we do this thing. And until then, peace in, world peace, baby. And disclosure, are we going to get it? Is it going to come? Will it be partial? Will it be everything we've dreamed of? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's an exciting time to live, to be alive and on planet Earth. Let me tell you this. So we'll see you all Monday. Maybe we'll have something to talk about. Peace in. You guys rock, because you are the Truth Questers.